Hello Gemini, this is your I Ching reading for the month of March 2017. So you first got the hexagram 33, and then you got number 6. 33 is represented by the elements of mountain and heaven. And then hexagram 6 is represented by water and heaven. Okay, for 33, it's titled Retreat. This is a time for disengagement and retreat. In stillness, you are out of the reach of danger. It is inherent in the design of life that forces of darkness and disruption come into prominence from time to time. This hexagram indicates that this is such a time and advises you to respond by quietly retreating. To struggle or resist in anger now is to add fuel to the fire of negativity which threatens to consume you. The superior person accepts that there is a natural ebb and flow between the forces of light and dark in the world. Wisdom lies not in resisting these movements, but in responding to them appropriately. Just as a plant which sprouts in the dead of winter is doomed, and one which sprouts in spring flourishes, so it is with us. Success and prosperity accrue to those who advance in times of light and retreat in times of darkness. To retreat now is to benefit, in the end, from the changing tides. Retreat is not the same thing as surrender, capitulation, or abandonment, which are desperate and unsatisfying measures. Neither is it characterized by hardening into angry or punitive emotions. It is instead an acceptance and a choice. We calmly accept that the energies of the moment are against us, and we wisely choose to withdraw into the safety of stillness. In this dignified and balanced manner, we protect ourselves from negative influences and arrive rested in a more beneficial hour. And lines 2 and 3. Line 2 says, "One cries out for a just resolution." This can only come if we quietly observe proper principles. Avoid placing demands on the universe, and success will come. Line 3 says, "The clamorings of the ego interfere with your retreat." This invites a humiliation. Devote yourself to quiet truth, not to emotional struggle. Okay, number 6 is titled Conflict, and says, "The proper response to conflict, whether it lies within or without us, is disengagement." Whenever we allow ourselves to be drawn off balance, away from the strength of quiet integrity, we are in conflict. It matters not whether the confrontation is between competing values in one's own mind or with another person. It is the inner departure from clarity and equanimity that leaves us with feelings of despair and vulnerability. The only remedy is to disengage from the problem and return to quiet contemplation of what is correct. Conflict provokes strong feelings of doubt, fear, anxiety, and impatience to resolve the situation. If you act under the influence of these inferior emotions, you will severely complicate the misfortune. By following the prescription of the sage and returning to a position of neutrality, acceptance, and detachment, you are able to meet opposing forces halfway, not recoiling in anger and condemnation, not pressing forward for some unnatural change in things, but waiting calmly in the center until the higher power provides the correct solution. The I Ching teaches us that all conflict is, in the end, inner conflict. When you see it beginning, you are obliged not to pursue it, for this only compounds your own misfortune. If you cannot regain your equanimity on your own, then seek the assistance of a just and impartial person in resolving the difficulty. The only way to live free of conflict is to hold steadfastly to proper principles in all things. Through balance, patience, and devotion to inner truth, We rise above every challenge.